2. Well, that was weird. Computer's talking to me. Anyways, yeah, we started training about 2 years ago. Sure enough, in the beginning, we started, just getting the skin infections, and so we bought some of the soap. We heard about some of the soap, and my wife tends to be one of those people who's like, I can do that, I can do that. So sure enough, YouTube University, educated herself, and next thing you know, we just kind of made a batch for ourselves, and then that just kind of grew into having extra bars. We just started selling them at the gym. Sure enough, it helped us out. We didn't have any more infections, and then people started liking it. There, it was like, hey, you guys should just start selling it to everybody. And just kind of like, I don't know, maybe we should. And
Yeah.
that's kind of how we got started.
Yeah, it's really awesome. It's sometimes those things that you don't really think are going to turn into anything, something you started with just a genuine purpose to kind of help yourselves, get over these skin infections, and now it's turned into something that's helping people all over the country. So it's really cool. You know, we're blessed to be in a generation and an era to where we can learn these things on the internet and learn how to,
Right.
you know, we could use Chat GPT for almost anything nowadays. That's another thing. But talk about what your guys' goal is behind Spar Bar Soap. Talk about how you guys came up with the name too. I'm a little bit interested in also the logo.
So we are outdoors people. We like to fish and hunt, nature. We're always out there. So my wife should take the credit. She came up with the idea of like two deer, grappling, just going at it. And because it kind of represents what we like to do in our off time, it was just kind of like a no brainer for us.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. It stands out. You want to be memorable. You want to be a little bit different than the competition out there. And there's a lot of people that are into the hunting scene or into the outdoors that really dig that kind of stuff. So I compliment y'all on the logo. How
Thank you.
how did the name come about? Did you guys play with any other ideas with the name or any other thoughts
Yeah,
behind that?
I tried to put a lot of things together that were just catchy. Anything that had to do with jujitsu, I put two lists together. One that had anything to do with jujitsu or training, and then another one that had to do with soap and cleanliness, and just kind of played around and put all the words together. And that's what we came up with. That we thought was like, that's short, to the point. Jujitsu people will get it; they'll understand, or even wrestlers and combat sports, they'll understand that. Anyone who doesn't know, like, something we can share with them and teach them, but we're like, someone will get it. It's cool. It's catchy. It's short and to the point. So
Yeah. One of the other things is like, you guys had mentioned trying some of the top branded soaps out there, and they're great and they have a purpose, but man, do they cost a lot of money, and shipping and all this stuff adds up. Even as a wholesaler for them, I mean, you're really paying a lot, or you're buying thousands of bars of soap to actually get, a good price on it.
Yeah.
Talk about kind of the difference in Spar Bar Soap, and trying to make it a little bit more user friendly, and where you guys aren't charging these crazy outrageous prices for, just a normal bar of soap.
Well, I mean, that's just the goal, just to make it affordable. Our philosophy is just, you know, if you're injured or you're infected, you're not training, you're not progressing, you're not learning. So it kind of stops you from doing uh, your passion, or if you do it for a workout, or if you do it because you actually might have to use it if you're in that line of work. But that's our goal, just to keep you in the game. So we're just trying to make it affordable for everybody.
Yeah. And for new people to grappling, they may not understand the full like details of how clean you actually should be when you're grappling. Some people, they get off of work and maybe they work a construction job and they just have dirt all over them. But it can definitely it can really cause problems in the gym, you know, if one thing spreads, it spreads to another person, and it really becomes like wildfire. And for a gym owner like myself, you know, that's like one of the scariest things you can imagine is an outbreak in your gym. You know, so it's important that new people understand using these types of soaps and things like that is very crucial and important, and making sure you're cleaning your stuff properly. You're cleaning not only your gis but the bags that they travel in. That's probably one of the worst places where skin infections breed, is in those dark gym bags that are in the bottom of your car or your closet or wherever you put it, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, 100%. We're always like germaphobes, so
I'll
we'll
say,
we'll have like wipes at our doors when we come in because we don't wear shoes in the house. So you know, we'll wipe our feet before we actually walk in the house because we're like, you know, we're just walking on the mat, like no brainer, you know.
Yeah.
part of my background is I work in a medical laboratory, so I'm the one who's like germaphobe. I have a background in all of this microbiology, so for me it was like I'm surprised that I'm even able to do jujitsu, because to me it's gross, it's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I turned this guy into a germaphobe. I've taught him. He was like shoes in the house, doesn't matter. Now he's like so aware and so conscious of like everything around him. I mean, it's gross, but for us, it's like just come home and immediately shower. It's like it's that one little time that I give myself the leeway to like get dirty, but then clean right back up. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
effective.
It's very important though. People stay up on that kind of stuff. I also am kind of a little bit of a germaphobe. I have two air scrubbers installed into my gym. I don't know if you're familiar with the product, but it kills viruses, molds, mildews, anything that's harmful. It kills COVID in 90 seconds. And I have two of them in my gym just to make sure no things start to spread, and viruses and flus and things like that. You know, the more time people are sick and have infections, like you said before, you know, the more time they're away from doing what they love. And sometimes that's crucial for people that do jujitsu for a mental health purpose, right?
Right.
Right.
So I want to kind of introduce you all to the fans just so they're kind of aware, but we're partnering with Spar Bar Soap for the next, you know, foreseeable future. And I actually just got my shipment today. I haven't been home much, but it showed up to the house, and I'm excited. They are providing our guests with different gifts and things like that for us. So we appreciate the partnership with Spar Bar Soap. We're excited to see, you know, where this thing goes, and we're excited to introduce the fans of Grapplers talk to new brands out there, and local brands, and you know, somebody that you can put a face to a name and know what you're getting is really good product. But again, I want to thank you all for being a part of it. And do you guys have a way that people can check out your product, check out your social media pages and all that?
Yeah, our social media page is just at Spar Bar Soap. On there, we just have the direct link to order. We're also just a small little company, so people are always welcome to send us a message. You know, any custom orders, something not on the website they can't find correctly, just reach out and we'll help in any way we can.
Yeah. And we truly appreciate you here at Grapplers Talk. We're excited to have you guys get to know our fans in this area, and we're going to be out at local events. We'll have some gear and some stuff for you guys. So if you ever see us, ask us about Spar Bar Soap. But check us out each and every week. We're on Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, all of that fun stuff. But I want to end on this note for you guys. I just kind of want to kind of get your guys' vision for the future, and where do you see this thing going down the road? What do you guys want to do with this thing long term?
I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Um, I'm just kind of going with the flow to see where it takes off. We just recently kind of brought it online to sell online, I guess. So we're just kind of winging it, you know, to be quite honest with you. We're just kind of winging it and just roll the dice and see what happens.
Yeah, that's, you know, sometimes that's how the best things get created, and You got to try things out and see where it goes in life. You never know what you're going to find out, and you're definitely going to find out a lot about yourself in the journey along the way. So, again, thank you guys. Go check out Spar Bar Soap. They're on Instagram. Check out their website as well. Check out all of their different products, their different soaps. If you're training, it's important to clean yourself after practice. Don't just go out and go to your girlfriend's house or whatever people do after practice, but go take a shower, go clean yourself. It's important. But thank you all.
Clean before too. Clean before too. Like, why to show up nasty? Don't bring your yuck to me, please. Don't.
Yeah. Oh man. Sometimes days that I train, sometimes I'm showering 3 or 4 times, and it's crazy to really say. My wife's probably getting mad thinking about all the laundry and towels that we're doing, but to me, it's worth it. I like to feel clean. I like to feel sanitized and make sure that, my training partners aren't going to get any funk from me. Right.
Great.
Yeah. That's
our goal in all of this.
That's our motto is roll, rinse, and repeat.
Yeah. I like that. Roll, rinse, and repeat. But thank you guys for just doing this brief little interview for us. I just wanted to, like I said, introduce you all. But thank you for being a part of Grapplers Talk. You can check them out online, but check out Grapplers Talk each and every week. We're available on Spotify, YouTube, and also Instagram. So thank you guys very much. You guys have any messages for anybody out there? Anything that you guys want to close it on?
Nothing I can think of. Just, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we're excited, and we're excited to really bring your brand out there to the fans. So, thank you all very much. Thank you to the fans. This is Dave, and we are out.